Hi, I'm Theresa Burke, the founder of Rachel's Vineyard. I wanted to share with you today some reflections I was having this past week as the world tuned in to watch Prince William and Kate Middleton tie the knot in the royal wedding of the century. And I was reflecting back some 30 years when I watched his parents take the trip down that very big, long corridor of Westminster Cathedral to have their nuptial celebrations. I was thinking about the great interest that we have in royalty and their lives, their weddings, their births, and even their deaths. But one of the stories that made very little, if any, headlines was the story of Princess Diana's abortion. She had that in the early 1990s while she was having an affair with an Islamic art dealer named Oliver O'Hare. And she kept this affair a secret, and as well as the resultant pregnancy which came. She believed she was carrying a little girl, and Princess Diana always wanted a little girl. But she was fearful that Buckingham Palace couldn't stand the scandal that a pregnancy would generate, especially an out-of-wedlock one. And so she went on to have an abortion. Afterwards, she was unhinged with grief and with misery. And it wasn't that long after her abortion that she came public with the fact that she was suffering from bulimia. She wanted everyone to know that she wasn't the world's perfect princess, but she never publicly disclosed her very sad abortion. In some of her painful acting out, she would call Oliver 30, 40, 50 times a day trying to reach him. She also was paranoid that Scotland Yard was going to come out and arrest her for making nuisance calls. And she's had a lot of anxiety and fear as she would obsessively go out to make all these phone calls. And then she began making trips to see Mother Theresa, and I believe she was probably seeking spiritual counsel from this great spiritual authority whom the world knew and loved, and she became very good friends with Mother Theresa. And we all remember that her humanitarian work was focused on saving children from landmines, which would have been a traumatic resolution to save children from being dismembered as they stepped upon landmines, which is probably what her abortion felt like for her. So we can remember the royal wedding, we can remember the family members that have gone before this couple, and we can certainly hold them in our prayer and pray that anyone who's suffering the loss of a child through abortion would find hope and healing. Thanks.